Welcome to Did Anybody Ask podcast with Prithvi. I'm your host, Prithvi, and today I'm joined by my first guest, Sathya Todatry.
Amazing. Woo!
What's up? How's it feel to be in the room?
This is our second take, but I
This
love it.
this is the second time
I-
that we're recording the first episode, but it's gonna be a good one. I feel.
I feel so much more. I feel so excited. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. Like, this is great.
All right, I guess let's just get into it. So, one thing that I know about you, Sathya,
Uh-oh.
is that you like drugs.
What?
Is that false or is that accurate?
I wouldn't say it's a part of my personality, but I would say that is one way you could define it.
I wouldn't
Yes.
say that. I wouldn't say that it's a part of your personality either. But I would say that it's something that I know that you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what drugs have you tried before?
What have I experimented with?
Yeah.
Well, my main vice is the Green Goddess.
Mhm.
You know, I live in Illinois. It's
Yeah.
a Midwest, such a Midwest meme,
Yeah,
like
it
generic
goes-
suburban boy who smokes too much weed.
Illinois' main exports go corn, weed, and then racist people.
Yeah, and it's not even like the greatest weed. Like, but I mean, beyond weeds, I have tripped a couple of times.
Mhm.
I have recreationally taken like Vyvances and stuff, which
Mhm.
is drugs like Adderall. Beyond that, I really haven't done anything
So
else.
you've never used like Adderall for like a push test?
No. Yeah, the beautiful thing about me is that even when I walk into an A push test, the desire for me to really perform very high is
Yeah.
not. It's not too.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if I wanted to do well, I would have studied. Is
That's
it?
exactly what I'm saying. Like, if I wanted to do well, I would have studied. And if I'm gonna take an Adderall, like,
Mhm.
why would I take a drug to do homework? I don't-
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like separate the good times from the.
But people love it for homework. Like,
Yeah.
it's so popular.
Yeah.
But it's a single hydrogen ion away from meth, guys.
I love telling people that. I'm like, it's one carbon chain off of meth.
It's like, yeah.
They're like, yeah, but it's
But it's
one
amazing.
that's one whole carbon chain.
It's wild, bro.
I remember I forgot what year it was in high school that a bunch of people got busted for taking Adderall.
Yes,
You remember that?
they put it on they were recorded with Snapchat. Were they? I've heard the story that they were snorting lines
Really?
of Adderall. I don't think I believe that.
All I know is that one dude counted all the tiles on the ceiling of his science classroom. That's the only thing I remember. They're like, yeah, this dude took Adderall before he went into biology or chemistry or whatever, and he just counted all of this tiles on the ceiling. And they're like, that's like the most like coked out I've seen anyone
Freshman
ever.
year gang. Freshman year. When they're coked up, but they're taking meth.
What is your wildest encounters or story with drugs?
There was a time where I was incredibly not sober, and I had to call 911 for someone because their pacemaker had went off.
When was that?
So I lived in the city for a little while I was going to DePaul,
Mhm.
and really, I decided to live in the Loop.
Yeah.
And so the Loop is this. It's pretty much where all the financial districts are.
Yeah.
And it's like the center of the city. Like, that's where all the CTA. Like, the Loop is called the Loop simply because the CTA has a loop around it where you can
Gotcha.
go around the city. And going there was not like the average DePaul experience, because if you go to regular DePaul where you live on the Lincoln Park campus,
Okay.
it's very much so closer to a college lifestyle.
Like it's more like safe,
Dorms,
like
stuff
more-
like that.
yeah.
But in the Loop, it's like the city. Like, I walk out and I'm right in the middle of the city.
Yeah.
There's no call. Like, DePaul is nowhere to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
And
So how long did it take you to get from like your apartment to
to the
DePaul?
Lincoln Park campus.
Yeah.
So I lived luckily right in front of the Harrison stop. So you just go down to the subway. It takes like 15 minutes to get there, but
Mhm.
it's thankfully, if you sign up for DePaul or if you go to any of the city schools, they give you a CTA pass,
Mhm.
and it's paid in your tuition. So you just ride the bus or train, whatever.
Nice. Yeah, so you were living in the Loop?
Yeah, and really, there's no parties there. Like, it's not like if you go to a big university, there's a lot of shit happening in the dorms.
Mhm.
Like, a lot of pre-gaming, a lot of stuff. Like, there's people having fun.
It's like a college campus.
Yeah, and it's not like that in the Loop.
Mm-hmm.
But we had neighbors, And there were these 3 girls because they're all obviously separated by gender. So my whole room was me and 3 other guys. Then we became friends. So me and my friend went over to drink. And my friend was definitely...
You went over to the Lincoln campus?
No, we went right across. Like, this is my apartment. We opened the door. I stepped 3 feet to the left, and their door is right there.
You know, in my dorm,
yeah,
I opened the door, I stepped 3 feet to the right, and there's the bathroom.
I hate that.
I loved it. It was so ideal.
Doesn't it smell like shit?
I mean, the whole dorm smells like shit. You can't excuse that. But my room at Wesleyan was ideal because it's right across from the stairs. I was on the 2nd floor, never had to take the elevator, right across from the stairs, and also really close to the bathroom. So that's how dope my life was. Continue with your awesome drug story.
Welcome to my pad. Welcome to my pad. But besides that, my roommate and I went over and we were just drinking with them. And then we were smoking. So there's the drugs. Wow. But we were hanging out with them, and my roommate is just getting way too shit-faced. Okay. Like, it's very clear that this is not going to end well, and I'm the one cleaning it up. So I'm already, like, foreseeing this. Yeah. And I loved watching my roommate get shit-faced because, like, he was trying to flirt with the girls across. Yeah. And, like, I'm sorry, Rashad, it just was not going your way. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
so knowing that you're gonna have to take care of them, are you like slowing down? Are you like pacing yourself?
Yeah, I didn't really feel the need to get like plastered that night. Yeah. Like, it's not even like I was going out. We were just chilling, drinking. Mm-hmm. So I don't really like to get too shit faced in that situation. Gotcha. I like to just get like moderate. Yeah. And we go back home and he just starts puking. And there's 2 bathrooms in my apartment, and me and Rashad share one. And the other bathroom is to this foreign exchange kid who's Chinese. He's really chill. We love Kevin. Like, Kevin is the chillest. He sits in his room. He plays League of Legends all day. Mm-hmm. He's only bronze.
Classic.
And he's like, and he wears all Supreme. Like,
he's your classic foreign exchange.
He's exactly foreign exchange.
I love those people, man.
And so Rashad in his drunken stupor is like, "Yo, Kevin, can I use your bathroom instead of using ours?" And then proceeds to yak everywhere in his bathroom. And I'm just staring at it, and Rashad's like, "No, bro, I'll clean it up." And so he starts cleaning it up.
Wait, so he didn't make it to the toilet?
No, I mean, so what had happened is that he locked himself in there.
I love it when
then I told him, "Yo, are you okay?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Yeah, bro." And I just proceed to hear yakking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "You should probably open the door because you're yakking."
Yeah.
You know, like, so you don't die. Like, to make sure I can at least keep my eye on you. And the door he just opens it up after like 20 minutes. Yeah. And he just got a look of straight guilt. And he's like, "Kevin, I'm sorry, man." That's all he said.
No.
And it's covered in it's all just vodka.
Ew.
It's just white. It's just clear.
It's like
milky,
water.
Yeah. It's like water. So I clean it up. I put him in bed, and he's like, "I need food." So I'll go down to the 7-Eleven, and that was like the plan. So I go down to the 7-Eleven. I'm like grabbing whatever he needs, and this guy walks in, and he's just holding his chest, and he's like, "I need help." And I was like, "Well, what do you need?" And he's like, "My pacemaker went off. Can you call 911?"
So it wasn't even your roommate that you had to...
It's not even my roommate.
All right.
My roommate was upstairs just shit-faced, like blacked out, and I was trying to take care of him. And I was still scared because I didn't give him food, and he was still puking when I left.
Okay.
So I'm calling 911 for this guy who like literally looks like he's about to die. Like, this guy is not looking good at all. Like, he's like... It sounds like he's taking his last breaths all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what it sounded like. So I sit him down, and I'm in the middle of the loop. It's 3 a.m, right? So I loved it because I'm in the heart of the city, and I'm just staring at like the library, and it's a beautiful library. It's got like that whole green shit on top. I'm like, this is amazing, guys. And I'm like staring at the skyscrapers, and I'm calling 911, and this huge fire truck just slowly pulls in the corner.
How long did that take?
It took 15 minutes. Okay. Not bad. And that was probably the closest I've seen. That was the most responsibility I've ever had thrusted on me.
Oh my God.
And the best part about it was that, of course, the 7-Eleven was owned by an Indian. So when the guy walked in and he's like, "I need help," How would you think an Indian stole?
You'd be like, yo, you gotta get out of my store.
That's exactly what he said.
No way.
That's exactly what he did. He didn't even out for help. He was just like, yo, you gotta get out.
Like, no way.
Like
I'm
you're a
not having you
liability.
I don't want this popping up on my insurance. You better get your pacemaker out of my 7-Eleven.
Like literally, he was like, get the fuck out of here.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
That was the best part. But
That's dope.
I mean, I like to tell that story because it's not just like, yeah, bro,
Yeah.
I shotgun 4 beers and I yacked to myself on the CTA and I was just shit faced.
Sick, dude.
And
That's
And
dope.
like, did that happen? Yes. Is it a fun story?
No.
Eh.
Yeah. It's not. I mean, it's happened to half of U of I.
Yeah, yeah. 3-4. It's not even.
Yeah.
We sound so salty, but I swear I'm not.
It's fine. Don't even worry. So all right. So the next topic I have written down. So you're kind of big into hip hop.
Yes, I am.
So what kind of hip hop do you listen to?
I literally listen to almost everything.
Mm-hmm.
There is not
Are you like heavier into rap? Heavier into like
R&B and stuff like
Mhm.
that. It really depends on how I'm feeling, but when I don't know what to listen to, I go straight to rap.
Gotcha.
Like whenever I need a guiding star, like there will be periods in my life where I have no idea what I really want to listen to,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll be listening to music and be like, I want to turn this off.
Yeah,
And whenever I have that feeling, I just go straight to rap.
that makes sense. Yeah. What?
Are some artists?
Yeah, sure. What are some artists?
Kanye West is so generically like, I hate saying Kanye West because you can't. I feel like you can catch shit for saying you listen.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, he's so controversial.
Oh yeah, like you'll catch shit if you say, yeah, I listen to Kanye West. People
Yeah.
don't necessarily like that a lot, but I love him. I absolutely adore him. Like
So where are you on separating the art from the artist?
that whole discussion. Initially I did not care.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, wait, but like I don't care what he does. I just like his music.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's all I really ever cared about. Like in my brain, there was not even a discussion. Like I was just
Okay.
like music.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's how I was for the majority of me listening to music.
Yeah.
But then when it came to X, is when I first
I remember.
the controversy first like kind of struck me.
We had this. You were the first person that changed my mind on that.
Yeah.
Like I was like,
Yeah,
wow,
yeah,
should I
yeah.
actually be paying attention to who? Like, should I be blasting Kodak Black when he's
Yeah.
really like supposedly raping women?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like,
I mean, I remember having the conversation with you. It was like either junior or senior year, but the whole controversy with X just came up, and I was like, and you were like, should like, does it matter? Should I like continue to listen to it? And at that point in my life, I was like, yeah, dude, you're essentially just giving him money to
Yeah.
keep doing what he's doing.
when you said it that way, I was like, fuck.
You're like, you're just directly just taking money out of your pocket and giving it to him.
yeah, I'm giving my time, and it translates to him into a dollar.
Exactly right. But I mean, I kind of strayed from that belief just because I wanted to like, I did like the music, and he was a influential artist.
X is after he died, it was very clear how influential that guy was.
Yeah.
He was huge.
Like so many people cared about like what he was putting out and what he was doing.
And I didn't even know that when he was alive.
Yeah,
Like I only really understood the magnitude of it until he passed away.
that's fair. And I think a lot of the people that aren't in like heavily like producing or involved in hip hop kind of are in the same boat as us, where they didn't exactly take into consideration the magnitude of influence he had. But he also, like, I would have loved to listen to his music so much more if I knew that he wasn't doing all of this terrible shit.
Yeah.
Like when he wasn't in the studio.
Like, why is this even a question?
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's kind of hard to deal with. So what are your thoughts on like the controversy between more lyrical hip hop and rap and like younger artists and they're like mumble rapping or just like yelling into the mic?
The huge rift that's occurred. If you actually pay attention to hip hop and the critiques, there's a huge rift
Mm-hmm.
between people who just like the wub wub and the whole Gucci Gang shit, and
Yeah.
there's other people who are appreciating the lyricism of Kendrick Lamar
Exactly right.
and like the next level of his lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
I like both.
Yeah.
I don't like to be either one. I feel like they're both really pretentious. I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
I once
You think like mumble rapping and all of that is has its own way of being pretentious.
Yeah, there are so many people who I've heard like mumble raps to bed. Like they
Yeah.
only listen to mumble rap. Like I
Yeah.
take that gay shit off. Like whenever you throw
Yeah.
something, and I'm not like that.
Mhm.
Like why is there I just like both. Like to me, they're again in classic Sathya fashion. I don't even see the point of a war. And it's very clear that both forms of the medium are still so popular.
Yeah.
Like J. Cole is huge, and J. Cole is not mumble rapping,
Yeah.
not at all. Like J. Cole is very much so an older style hip hop artist.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have someone like J. Cole who's high up, and you also have Tekashi 6ix9ine who's also putting records on the top 100,
Low pump. Yeah.
it balances out. So there is no war. It just seems it's another direction that is being taken in hip hop, and I like it a lot. I do like the stupid music.
I do think that there's so like they're both gonna be in top 100 Billboard whatever,
Yeah.
reach the top of the charts. But as far as influence goes, I do feel like lyrical rappers have so much more influence.
Oh yeah.
And just like I mean, they have so much more respect.
Obama listens to Kendrick Lamar, not Little Pump,
Yeah.
for a reason.
Yeah. Like there's I mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't personally really listen to like mumble rap or like Lil Pump or anything like that.
From what I recall, you hate that shit.
I do kind of hate that
you
shit.
hate
I'll
that
take a
shit.
stance. I fucking hate it.
You
Just
do not.
because I don't know. I feel like it's a fucking waste of my time. I feel like
It's one brain cell music.
I mean,
so hard.
he's clearly not putting like much effort into what he's putting out, and I can't imagine he has much respect for the people that like. I mean, if he's going to the studio doing that, I can't imagine he's gonna be like, my fans are gonna respect this. My fans are gonna like really love this. They're like, yeah, I just made another record, upload it so that I can cash out and go to Gucci.
Yeah, watching Tekashi 69 or Little Pump in interviews, it's just so clear they're just milking the money cow.
Yeah, man.
Like they really don't care.
Like they're not in it for like the
actual
game. Like
no, they're not.
yeah, and so I just feel like it's like they don't give a fuck about me. Why do I have to give a fuck about what they're doing? And I kind of experienced like a shit like that kind of resonated with me with 21 Savage, because 21 Savage's music at the beginning, like it was decent music, and
X.
I was kind of confused because like the
No,
music
hard.
wasn't bad. He still had the intentions behind it,
Yeah.
but I think he was just like following what the trend was. Like he was just kind of going with like mumble rapping and just like releasing albums so that he could make money.
Oh, for sure. I feel 21 is one of the coolest mumble rappers to me because at times it's clear he's milking the cash cow,
Yeah.
and at other times he's not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's an actual artist. And when you see like real artist 21 come out, he's not stupid at all.
Yeah.
Like he's actually like kind of smart. I was watching his lyric video on A Lot, which is like that huge song that was like, blowing up. And in the lyric, I love it when artists do this. I love it when artists put more lyrics in the lyric video. Like they'll add a part to it.
Mm-hmm.
And he added a part to A Lot. And A Lot in itself is actually a very good song. Like there's a lot of, like when J. Cole goes on it, he is actually spitting quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of lyrics to the song that just keeps repeating a lot, ironically.
Yeah.
And watching 21 add an extra verse that added so much depth to it in the lyric video made me love 21 so much. But then there are times where 21 is just making some of the stupidest bangers ever. Yeah. And I like that.
Mm-hmm.
He it's so easy to hate on him though.
Yeah.
Like if you watch
I mean, I do think it is harder to hate on him after I Am Greater Than I Was.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I like you could tell he put more effort into that album. And like
he knew his math, dude. Like he knew his math.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised he even like knew that shit cuz like I'll hear Meek Mill who's like I'm illiterate.
Yeah.
I think like because a lot of the hip hop community comes from all these impoverished communities.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not they're coming from Naperville, folks. They're coming from Compton.
Yeah,
like,
they're coming from the project.
and that's why they're rapping about it because they've lived stuff that me and you have not.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just interesting to me I love it when rappers are so much smarter than when they're rapping. Like sometimes they'll rap and they'll sound like they have 4 brain cells.
Yeah.
And then you talk to them in an interview and they're just like gaming the whole scene.
Yeah.
Like they're like articulating whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yeah, I made this on purpose.
Yeah.
And it's just like, wow. Like, where did that come from?
Mhm.
And I love that. And I think 21 can sometimes be like that, and other times he can be a straight bumblehead.
I think it's like whatever audience he's trying to appeal to, because I think he can do both sides of the coin. We're gonna take a break real quick, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna talk a little bit more about hip hop, and then
21.
do a little rapid fire questions, and then we'll see where we're at. And we're back. Welcome back to Did Anybody Ask podcast. So for this next segment, I got a bunch of quotes from rap songs, and these are rhetorical rap questions. All right, so these are questions that rappers have said in their songs.
This already.
These are questions that rappers have said in their songs. I'm gonna ask you these questions, and you're gonna give me an answer that applies to you, or like however you see fit to answer these questions.
I'm so down for this.
All right. Can't a young man make money anymore? That's LL Cool J.
Honestly, nowadays, no. Wage stagnation the past couple of years, dude.
Yeah?
I'm telling you, it actually is a lot harder as a kid my age to make money. So, no, you're kind of screwed.
Facts. Rick Ross says, "Am I really just a narcissist because I wake up to a bowl of lobster bisque?"
Oh my God, that sounds like the dream.
Yeah?
I fucking love lobster bisque.
I don't think that makes him a narcissist. I think that makes him a man that's like using his resources.
That makes him a man with amazing fucking taste. That's Rick Ross. You're good, dude. You're
nice. Good. Have you ever met a girl that you tried to date, but a year to make love, she wanted you to wait? That's Bismarcky. What do you say to that?
I mean, of course. Like, who has not been put in such a situation?
Yeah, have you ever dated an Indian girl?
Yeah. Holy fuck. We're not racist if it's true.
Why did Bush knock down the towers?
To
That's Jadakiss. That's not just me.
To invade Iraq. Like, isn't that the thing,
Perfectly.
right? Didn't we hop into another country for no reason? Because boom. Figure that out. Figure
Nice.
that out.
50 Cent says, "Damn, homie, in high school you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened to you?"
Eek. I don't like how much that applies right now.
I saw that one and I was like, Sathya, let's go.
Can
Let's
we
ask
take
her.
a pass?
And then the last one, are you mad because I'm asking you 21 questions, 50 Cent?
50 Cent said that?
Yeah, he said, "Are you mad because I'm asking you 21 questions?"
Honestly, if you want to throw hands right now, I'll fucking do it. I'll fucking do it.
All right, that's enough for the rhetorical rap questions.
Insert the audio of like the audience clapping. It's like woo.
Yeah. I'll insert a laugh track. All right, now we're gonna do rapid fire questions. I'm just gonna ask you questions and then you hit me with the answers.
Okay.
So game 7. What song would you sing in karaoke? Your life on the line. What song are you gonna sing in karaoke if you have to kill it?
Oh my God. Wow, this is a hard song. What's your answer?
Fuck. Honestly, probably Magic by B.O.B.
That's such a good one. Whoa, that's such a dude. Anyone can kill Magic.
Yeah,
Magic
I know,
will
right?
be the best 6th grade song. I'm inclined to say like Maroon 5. Like you could probably kill a Maroon 5.
Yeah,
song.
like
Sugar, is that the one that like blew
oh,
up?
I fucking love
But
Sugar.
I can't go that high, but you know.
Yeah.
It's not
Sugar.
you know, my life might not be saved, but that's the track I'm picking.
Go for it, man. What's your biggest complaint about your job?
My biggest complaint, the fact that I don't have a car. That's actually my parents' fault.
So where are you working right now?
Okay, I work at ProMan Medical Billing. Shout out Excel.
Yeah.
I'm an administrative assistant, which is like code name for Excel bitch.
Okay.
So it's like low key the code name for I just sit there and I like data entry and I like do Excel work.
Yeah.
I actually don't mind it at all. Being an Excel bitch is so much better than serving restaurant stuff.
Yeah, which is what you used to do, right?
And I like that, but I just get paid so much more.
Nice.
To sit at a desk.
So your biggest complaint is that you don't have a car?
I don't have a car to get myself to work regularly. So that's my issue. But beyond that, at work, the biggest issue is that they all think that I'm doing nothing all the time. they think I'm just like jerking off like
that
in
is
corner.
that is the biggest Sathya problem I've ever heard.
But I'm
in
actually
my life.
doing work. I swear.
I swear to God, through high school, everyone just is like, "Oh, Sathya's not doing anything."
And I'll be there, and I'll be like, there's a 50% chance. I don't even know if I am doing anything.
That's so funny.
Am I doing anything?
That's so funny that followed you to your job.
I know.
Something that makes you laugh the most.
Pornhub memes.
Oh, those are funny. I love those.
Pornhub
Yeah.
memes are actually fucking hilarious.
What do you think about that guy who like posts those like wholesome like?
Oh my
fitness-
god! Like, here's a cup of water for you
Yeah,
after your
yeah,
parched post orgasm.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Oh my god! I was actually thinking about making like a Cody Co style vlog on Pornhub where we take EDM songs and match them up with like porn and like try to find
Like beats per minute.
yeah, and then like make like a funny like comp it together.
Yeah.
Like, dude, there's money. That's the next YouTube. Where's the adpocalypse gonna follow me now?
For a long period of time, it might still be the case. I don't know, but the last Dragon Ball Z movie was fully uploaded onto Pornhub.
Yes, they do that shit all the time.
It's
Yes.
so funny.
Do they really do that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that shit out. I'm gonna Google.
What's your favorite podcast right now?
Painkiller already. I still
Yeah.
love that one. That one's about FPS Russia. Huge gun guy on YouTube. His channel's dead now. He's going to jail in a couple of days.
Nice.
Other than Woody's gamer tag, this old white dad who does Call of Duty videos, and back in like the Hail Mary days of Call of Duty,
Yeah.
like back when your left testicle had just started dropping and you were like shooting noobs.
Yeah.
That he's like that era Call of Duty player. And
Mhm.
there's this other like 20-year-old guy that I like named Taylor. I love him. I like the podcast a lot because they really very few podcasts are equally as not safe for work as my conversations with my friends.
Yeah.
Like never before have the balls on these people to say what they say
Yeah.
out in public is that's what I love about it.
Yeah.
So I would try to describe it for you, but we would be uploading this to Pornhub then. So like
Okay,
you should check it
gotcha.
out. Watch it.
Have you ever had a nickname?
My brother called me PB. People like to call me Sath. Like the funniest thing about Sath is there have been most of the time the name Sath comes up, I don't even tell them. Like I'm like Sathya.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, Sath.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I guess. But that's probably the most common one right now.
Gotcha. So if you could go back to any period in time, when would you go back in time to? Assuming that racism is not.
It's like let's make me white, so like my life isn't miserable
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Like I'm sorry guys, but yeah, because if I go back to like the ancient times, like
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be a slave.
Yeah, like if you're like, I would love to see the pyramids being built. Like you're the one making the
Yeah,
pyramids.
like you're actually the one like hauling that ass.
Yeah. So you go back to any time, any period in time in the history of the world, but you're white.
Ancient Greece, right when Caesar had become in power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd actually be like, you mean like Rome?
Like like straight Rome. Put me
Yeah.
in the capital. Like
That would be popping.
yeah.
That shit would be popping.
Do you know what's the very first thing you will notice? Most people don't ever think this through. If you go back, okay, let's just say you get teleported like Rick and Morty style.
Yeah.
Back there. What do you think is the very first thing you'll notice?
Nobody's wearing underclothes.
That. I would say the smell.
Oh yeah, facts.
It's gonna smell like straight putrid.
But that's when they
shit.
like developed like
sewers
like,
and
water
shit.
ducts and
Yeah.
like sewers and shit.
But
yeah.
it's
I bet it still smells like ass.
terrible.
Yo, bring like Germex. And, like,
Dude, bro, have you tried this?
like, hey, I'm not about to like shake hands with you right now because I know that you haven't like properly washed your hands.
Imagine scootily pooping. Like, imagine doing that in
The
the
fuck is
ancient
that?
Rome. You know what that is.
No, I don't.
You know the scoot.
No, I don't. Explain it for the people listening.
You know the scoot.
What's scootily
You know
poop
what
is?
the scootily poop is.
I know from the Kanye West song, like scoop de poop.
Scooped. Oh my god. Do you know the story behind that song?
No.
It was originally a beat that him and Drake had rapped over, and then he got pissed at Drake. So he released a beat with him saying "Scoop Diddy Whoop" to say "fuck you, Drake."
Oh no way!
It was a beef song. Yeah,
Oh, that's sick.
yeah. It turns from Kanye's has a mental illness that holy shit, Kanye is just like an immature 4-year-old.
That's
Like,
so
real
funny. So like instead of Drake's verse, it's just him.
Scooterly poop, like
That
the
is
whole
so
song.
funny.
The whole song, he just took the beat and he just stripped it, everything that they did together, and he just did Scooterly poop.
That is so funny. That's dope.
He's a menace. Kanye's a menace.
Fucking mastermind.
He's just great. It's hard. If you listen to Kanye, he thinks he's a god. Like he actually does.
Yeah,
Like,
I
he
mean,
really-
he does.
It's like I'm the greatest of all time, Letterman, and he's like,
Bro, that's that goat mentality. I mean, he just has like he thinks that, so he makes good music.
I don't think he's GOAT though.
I don't think he's goat.
I don't
either.
think he's
What do you
goat.
think is goat?
I'd say K. Dot Kendrick.
Yeah?
I'd say right now Kendrick.
Yeah.
Good Kid, Mad City, Damn. Like those are tracks that pop off.
Yeah, I'd probably say Mac.
Yes.
Macklemore.
Okay.
Macklemore.
No, never.
You don't
mind.
fuck with Macklemore?
No, not as a
Who'd
goat.
you think I was talking about?
Mac Miller.
Who?
Mac Miller.
Oh, yeah. I guess he is pretty good. How many pillows do you sleep with?
You suck.
How many pillows do you sleep with?
How many pillows?
Yeah.
2 for my head, 1 for my legs.
2 for your head?
Yeah.
My dad does that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am straight dadding that shit.
What do you do with your legs with the pillow? You put it in between.
I put it in between.
For your back?
Yeah. No, I just hold it.
Oh, really?
It's like to clutch onto something like when I'm alone at night. Like, you know.
I use it for my back because that shit hurt my back. And once I started putting a pillow in between my legs, my back
helps
stopped
a lot.
hurting as much.
Yep.
What's the longest you've gone without sleep though?
I think I've gone like 2 or 3 days without sleep.
No way.
Mhm.
Were you on crack?
You know, traveling, I'll stay awake for traveling. I'll stay awake for like 2 or 3 days. Flying over to India is an actual 24 hours of me sitting on a plane, walking through airports, sitting on a plane, walking through airports.
Yeah.
Like a straight 24-hour period of that, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I actually love. Honestly, this is the weirdest thing ever, but when it comes to vacations, I actually like the plane the most.
No way.
I'm not even kidding you.
Why?
I don't know.
I love airports. I don't like the plane.
Dude, I love all of it. Like, I love the flying part. Then when I get to the actual place, I'm like, oh.
Actually, I'll say I do like planes, but not like the 24-hour flight bullshit.
Oh, that's
like if it's like a 1 to 2 hour flight, I fuck with that. That's fine.
No one knows the pain of sitting down in a seat and like seeing the lights turn on and the time is like 13 hours.
Yeah, like you're just watching the clock saying
you're watching
like,
that little plane icon go beep.
Yeah, it's like
beep.
You fly over Greenland, over fucking like France, and you're like, that's dope.
The whole plane just sleeping. You're like, Mom, I gotta fucking sleep Greenland. Like you try to open the window.
20 hours. Yeah, you have 20 hours left. What was your first job?
My first job? I'm trying to think of what's the very first thing I got paid for. My very first job, very technically speaking, was just mowing lawn for my dad. My first real job was given to me by Ryan, and I was a host at Chin's.
Nice. Didn't you do that like door-to-door thing for that one senator?
Yes, Kirk for Senate.
Kirk for Senate, baby. I remember that shit.
Oh my god, that actually caught me some shit. I loved. Oh my god. So Kirk for Senate was a campaign that I worked at, and we live in Illinois, and Kirk was the Republican senator. So already we're a Kirk for Senate shirt. Your people aren't going to be giving you the best of looks.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would love to wear Kirk for Senate on the big election days. And all the big election days happened junior year. So when Trump got elected and the whole Congress went Republican, I wanted to wear my Kirk for Senate shirt because I worked there.
Yeah.
And oh my god, the amount of shit I kicked up.
Of course.
People were just looking at me Mr. Lukey was like, "Oh, we're in Kirk for Senate." And the thing is, right, is that now the teachers think I'm one of those neck bearded kids who's in the corner who's always just spouting their political opinion.
Like the Indian Republican classic.
Yeah, and I'm really not that at all. So I love camouflaging myself.
Yeah.
It's actually hilarious.
Okay, love it. Introvert or extrovert?
Extrovert 1000%.
Yeah?
Yeah. If you put me to myself, I actually go crazy.
Nice.
Yeah. But I mean, I take that back. I actually love being by myself a lot because I can deal with people, and I love hanging out with people, but at one point it turns from, wow, I'm hanging out with you, to wow, I'm dealing with you.
Okay.
And it happens that with, everyone, no matter what, at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So,
extrovert. I'd say I'm an introvert.
Makes sense.
I'd do a lot of, my best thinking when I'm alone, but, I do need to, hang out with people every, couple days, just to, keep my sanity.
Yeah.
Last question, for the whole podcast. Would you rather marry a 10 with a bad personality or a 3 with a good personality?
3, no question.
Yeah?
No question. Oh my god. If I'm marrying her...
Is it because you're a 2?
Maybe.
I'm kidding.
No, I'm marrying 3. Dude, it must get boring to bang a 10 for 20 years but still be miserable because she has a terrible personality.
Oh, definitely.
I don't... If I'm marrying this bitch, give me the 3. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Give me the 3.
That's so funny. I like it.
I'm a noble man.
You are.
I'm a
You're
noble. What can I say?
You're a good man. You're a patriot. You were
Go
raised,
America.
You were raised Christian.
That's
love it.
true.
That's not
I
true.
did go to a Christian preschool.
Really?
Yeah. Bible time, bro. I slept through that shit.
Actually?
Yeah.
That's
I kind
funny.
of did.
All right, that's enough for the podcast. Thanks so much for coming through. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. This is probably the best day of my life.
Yeah. I really hope that that's not true. I hope some better
shit.
days are in store for you and for the listeners. Thanks so much for listening. Peace out.
Bye-bye.